Good morning, warriors, and happy New Year's. I've been praying that God just give me a fresh heart for this and just a new start. And today He did just that. He woke me up with a message for you, and I felt so strongly like it needed to be said rather than written or just sent out a simple verse. God is talking to you warriors who've been fighting, you warriors who have been constantly battling. This message is for you. For those of you who are feeling tired, for those of you who feel like all you've been doing is fighting, this message is for you. God gave me Second Chronicles 15 through 20. And it's a long one, but I'm going to read it and we're going to go ahead and break it down, okay? And it says this. And he said, listen, all of you of Judah and you inhabitants of Jerusalem, and you, King Josaphat, thus say the Lord to you, do not be afraid nor dismayed because this great multitude, for the battle, because of this great multitude, for the battle is not yours, but God's. Tomorrow go down against them. They will surely come up from the ascent of Ziz, and you will find them at the end of the brook before the wilderness of Jero. Forgive me, I don't think I'm pronouncing that correctly. You will not need to fight in this battle. Position yourself, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord who is with you. O Judah of Jerusalem, do not fear or be dismayed. Tomorrow go out against them, for the Lord is with you. And this spoke so strongly to me because, to be honest with you, I have been feeling tired and drained. And God just spoke to me first thing this morning when I woke up brand new in this new year, saying, you are done fighting. I will fight for you. No matter what you are facing this year, no matter what comes your way, be still, warrior, because the fight is no longer yours, but his. So whatever you got coming your way, whatever seems to be attacking you, stand firm in the promise of God. Stand firm in knowing that He got your back, that He goes before you, and He will defeat your enemies. Isaiah 54:17 says, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. So even if they build that weapon, even if they form it, even if they conceive it, it will not work. So don't worry. Don't prepare and put on your armor as far as getting ready to go in for battle, but prepare in prayer and battle there, because God will take it from there. And these verses, King Josaphat was coming against, an army was coming against him from all sides, much bigger than what he had available to him in his cities. And they were coming up, and he knew. He said right before this, he goes before God and he prays in front of all his people as a king and says, God, I can't do this. We don't have enough people to fight this. They're coming from everywhere. And then he reminded God of his promises to take care of his people. He told God, he said, God, you're not just a God of heaven, but you're a God of this earth. And because of that, God, takes nothing for you to just swipe my enemies, for you to just clear them out, for you to win this battle for us, because we can't do it on our own. Before his people, this king submitted himself to God, and he admitted his weakness and asked for God to step in and intervene. And God said, do not be afraid, because this battle is not yours, but mine. And I felt so strongly about this. I felt like God was saying to all of us who have been fighting, all of us who may have come into this new year feeling drained from all of last year, from the year before that, and from the years that we have been fighting over and over again. God is saying, be still, warrior. I got this. So this is my prayer and this is my hope for you, that you remember God's promises. Repeat them back to him. Let him know that you've heard him and that you're listening to him. Let him know. God says that he has a plan for your future, for hope and for to prosper you. God does not say that he is going to allow our enemies to defeat us. Not once in that Bible. Not once in his word does he say the enemy defeats us, but that he defeats the enemy and that there is victory in him. So I ask you, walk into 2020 in peace and knowing that God is going before you. Exodus 13:14 says, do not be afraid. The Lord will fight for you. All you need to do is be still. Deuteronomy 1:30 says, the Lord your God goes before you and will fight for you. Just be still, warrior. Stay in prayer. Stay focused. Walk the plan that God has for you and allow him to take care of the rest. Know that no mountain formed against you that stands in your that is formed to stand in your way, no weapon that is created to stop you, no adversaries, no enemies, nothing that is coming against you will prosper. Nothing that's coming against you is too big or too small for God to handle. He handles from the big to the little. So do not be afraid. Do not go at it alone. Put down your aggression, your fight, and give it to God. Give it all to God and stay in prayer, stay focused and stay obedient, and he will do the rest. He will fight victory for you. He will tear down anything that stands in the way of his plan for you. So your word this year, warrior, that your word, your action, your plan this year is to stay in obedience, stay in prayer, be still, and know that this battle this year is not for you. God has got that. Your only task is to stay on task. Be still, warriors, and let God fight for you. Happy New Year.